is number 63 on 9.6. A shipment of 25 television sets contained 3 defective units. And how many ways can a vending company purchase 4 of these units and receive all good units, 2 good units, and at least 2 good units? So for all good units, we need to look at how many TV sets we have. So there are 25 there's 25 TVs. And then it says there are 3 defective units. So 25 minus 3 will give us 22 good units. So the probability of choosing all good units, so if they're purchasing 4, then it's going to be out of that 22. So 22 choose 4. So that'll be 22 factorial over 22 minus 4 factorial times 4 factorial, which is 22 factorial over 18 factorial times 4 factorial, and then you keep on simplifying from there. So 22, 21, 20, 19, 18 factorial over 18 factorial times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So the 18 factorial cancels. We can do 3 goes into 21 7 times, 4 goes into 25 times, 2 goes into 22 11 times. And then when you simplify that all the way, multiply it all the way through, you should find 7,315 ways. Now, if we're looking at 2 good units, so 2 good units, that means that's going to be 2 good and 2 defective. So we know that the defective units, there's 3 defective units. So 2 good units, then we're going to pull from the 22 good units. So it's going to be 22, choose 2, so that's choosing 2 of the good units, times, so out of the defective units, there's 3 defective units, and we're also going to choose 2 of those as well. So 22, choose 2, so choosing 2 out of the good sets, times choosing 2 out of the 3 defective sets. And then you solve for that as well. So this would be, so the pink, it would be 22 factorial over 22 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial times, we have 3 factorial over 3 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial, and then continue to simplify. So 22, 22, 21, 20 factorial over 20 factorial times 2 times 1. Then 20 factorial cancels, 2 goes into 22 11 times, so it's going to be 11 times 21. And then for the defective, we have 3 times 2 factorial over 1 factorial, which is just 1, times 2 factorial. 2 factorial cancels. Then this is going to be times 3. So then this is 33 times 21. So there are 693 ways that the vending company could purchase 2 good units and then 2 defective units as well. Now the next question asks, how many could they purchase at least 2 good units? So at least, so remember what at least means. So at least means at least 2 good, and then that means we're going to get plus 2 defective. They could also they can get 3 good and 1 defective, or they can get 4 good and 0 defective. So there's 3 different ones that we're going to have to write. So let's start with the 4 good units. And actually we did the work already at the top right here. So we know that is, let's start with all good units. So at least 2 good units means we can have at least 2 and then 3 and then 4. So that's going to be 22 choose 4 plus then 3 good units. So we're going to choose 3 good ones. 3 good ones. So it's 22 choose 3 plus 1 of the bad ones. So that's going to be, or times, 22 choose 3, and then that's going to be multiplied to the defective. So 3 choose 1. So that's a total of 4. Okay, so there's 3 plus 1, so that's 4 total units. Let's go to the next one. So 2 and 2. So 2 good units, 2 bad units, and actually we did that for B. So B is 2 good and 2 bad. So we can actually just copy that information as well. So this is going to be 22 choose 2 times 3 choose 2. And what's nice about this is we did do some of the work. So 22 choose 4, that was A. So we know that result is going to be 7,315. Now 2 good units and 2 bad units, that's B. And so that is going to be 693. So we have that information. So the only thing we need to do here is the middle part. So 22 choose 3. So that will be 22 factorial over 22 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. And then times 3 factorial over 3 minus 1 factorial times 1 factorial. So 22, 21, 20, 19 factorial, and then 19 factorial times 3 times 2 times 1. So 19 factorial cancels, 3 goes into 21 7 times, 2 goes into 20 10 times. So we have 22 times 7 times 10. Then we have 3 times 2 factorial over 2 factorial times 1. So that is just times 3. So we have 7 times 3 is 21 times 10 is 210 times 22. 0, 0, 2, 4. So 4,620. And then if we add it all together, we would get 12,628 ways that the company could purchase at least 2 good units.